Good morning, everyone. I am going to just say good morning for a little bit here while everyone gets on this morning. We'll give it a few minutes and let everyone find their little notifications and get logged in so they can enjoy this morning live. I hope everyone's having a great Friday morning. It is kind of rainy and gloomy here in Whitefish, which has kind of been the case for a while now here. So hopefully, hey Kelly, good morning. Just gonna give it here a couple minutes, let everybody get a chance to get on live so they have time. Yeah, so as I was saying, it was just kind of gloomy again this morning. Hopefully we'll see some sunshine on Sunday, I heard, here in Whitefish. So I'm sure we will see more people coming from around the United States hopping on, and maybe they have better weather. So we'll give everybody a little bit of chance to get on here, and then we'll get started with our Facebook Live this morning. Yay! I practiced last night a couple times, and I'm kind of tired today. So, yeah, just give everybody a little bit of chance here to hop on, get your coffee, and get a piece of paper and a pencil so you can take a couple notes this morning. So hopefully you have some takeaways. And we'll let you get on here and get going in just a minute here. I am very much looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully you all are too. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start, and we'll definitely have a replay of this later today, so anybody who misses any of it can tune back in later. Yay! Okay, so one of the reasons why I spent a little bit of time letting people get on live is to give them a chance to have a minute to get on there. Give them a minute, a full minute of kind of saying good morning or good afternoon and hello. And one of the main reasons being for that is, according to an article in Social Media Today recently, people spend 3 times longer watching video which is live compared to video which is no longer live. So giving people a chance to get on, find your video, and be able to engage with you, it's a lot more likely they're going to stick with your content and watch it. One of the most interesting new technologies has been the integration of live video streaming technology into social media platforms. With the start in 2015, Twitter released what's since become the market leader in the field, that being Periscope. Periscope is very similar to Facebook Live. It's actually an awesome platform that I also utilize. I won't get into it today. Maybe we'll do another Facebook Live and teach you about Periscope and get you all over there. But in general, video is king. I've been sort of telling anyone who's been working with me since even the beginning of the summer, either one-on-one or they've been to a workshop or they've watched a webinar, I've been pushing you all to get on board with video. I know that it can seem scary and whatnot at times, and it's not that it's roses to hop on and put yourself out there, but you have to get over that hurdle, because you can do it, and we'll all be there for you, cheerleading you on. It's not high school anymore. You've got friends, guys. One of the biggest things about doing live video is, I think, just getting over the initial hurdle of putting one out there. And it seems kind of scary because when you go to log on, it feels like you automatically, it's going to count down 1, 2, 3, and you feel like, I'm live to the world. But guess what? You can practice. Yay! Okay, sorry about that, everyone. My Wi-Fi connection got a little funky there. I came into the office because I hoped it would be better. Hi, Sarah. I can't wait to see you later today. So one of the big things about doing live is, like I said, so it's going to count 1, 2, 3, and then you come on. But the great thing is you can change your settings to only me and practice. So it's no different than when you're doing, thanks for the love. Oh my goodness, that makes me so happy this morning. It's no different than when you put a post onto your personal page or your business page, and you can choose if you want it to go to your friends, you want it to be public, or if it's only me, then the content's only you. So you can get on and you can practice a couple times. You can get a feel for it. Like I said, I practiced 2 times last night all the way through just to make sure I had all the content I wanted, that I wasn't going on forever, and that everything was sort of in line. So that's one of the big ones to keep in mind. It's not really difficult to do. You do have to do it from a phone. I haven't seen it pop up on my iPad even yet that I can go live on my iPad. I've only been able to have that option on my phone so far. Now, video posts have 135% greater organic reach than photo posts. That's a little crazy, right? Live is not the only type of video content getting a lot of exposure on Facebook. Video posts in general reach a larger audience on average, according to a study by Social Baker. The average video post generates 135% greater organic reach when compared to photo posts. So you got to get on board. You got to have video. Even if it's not live video, you've got to get some video out onto your social media streams. Facebook generates 8 billion video views on average per day. That is staggering and crazy to me. Facebook now serves a staggering 8 billion videos per day. That's double the amount of video content users were consuming in early 2015. That is a lot of content people are taking in. Now, one of the main reasons why I'm a big proponent of video content is because Facebook does a really good job of letting people know that you're live. Almost half of Facebook users, according to a recent Buffer blog, are using mobile only. Facebook now boasts more than 1.5 billion users, more than 1 billion of which, good morning Randy, thanks for stopping in, more than 1 billion of which use the service daily. So 1 billion people are using Facebook every day. You cannot you have to be on Facebook. There's just no getting around it. It's really important to have a really strong social media presence. Now, one of the main reasons that I really like utilizing the live video feed is a couple of things, and some of you may have seen this morning. When I go live, and if you're already a follower on my Facebook page, you're going to get a notification that says, hey, Rachel or Star Marketing is on live. And you have to do one of several things. You either have to just dismiss it, which I don't recommend, or you have to engage and watch the video live, or you can hit the notification and you can come back and check it out later. So either way, people are seeing that you're online, they're seeing that you're putting out content. Now, if I went on today and I had written the most epic blog of my life, and you needed that information, if I post that on my Facebook page, you don't get a notification that I put a post up. But if I go live, you get a notification. And about a week ago, there's a screenshot of this on my business Facebook page. A little thumbnail started to pop up in the corner when people were going live. So I'm on my Facebook just scrolling around, seeing what everyone's doing, and all of a sudden this little thumbnail pops up. And I was giggly with joy because that little thumbnail was a live feed from a news station from back in Ohio, from where I'm from. Good morning, Jess. I missed your pretty face. So that little thumbnail then, I could hit it and I could watch that live video feed. It is almost impossible for people to ignore you when you go on live. So you want to put out good content, obviously. You don't want to inundate them with a ton of content or they'll kind of, they'll bow out from you. But you do want to go live. Facebook is pushing. That's all organic. You get the notification organically, and the thumbnail is now popping up organically. You cannot turn away from those marketing items. Now, as a small business owner, and all of you that are on right now I know are, we don't have the budgets that these huge brands have. I am a total dork, as most anybody knows, and I watched the entire Apple event last night, and I was up way too late watching it because I wanted to watch the unveiling of the new MacBook, because I wanted. And I'm watching them, and it is just beautiful. Everything about their marketing is just so on point, and it sucks me in. And I don't even look at the fact that that's another $2,000 laptop that, oh my goodness, why do I need a $2,000 laptop? But now I think I do. So what I like to do, one of the big things I like to do, is I like to read articles where they research what some of these big brands have done, like Apple and Coca-Cola and Microsoft, because these people have huge marketing budgets. And what do they do with these budgets? They drill down, they see what consumers are buying, they have the money to put out there. So it's really important to take a look at how they're spending their dollars and what they're doing, because if you model yourself after that, you'll be on the right track. So I was reading an interesting, I like Buffer a lot. They write some really great content. They do a lot of really great research. A recent one that was, it's all about brands, basically big brands, and this was tracked earlier in this year in 2016. And most people, most big brands, are sharing over 60 million updates over 12 months, covering Pinterest, LinkedIn, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. We found that brands primarily post to Facebook and Twitter. But what's interesting about that is that 79.6% of the updates were sent via Twitter. Now, being from Montana, living here in Montana, we don't utilize Twitter the same way other markets do. Larger areas, bigger metropolitan areas, they utilize Twitter a lot more frequently, and it is sort of a go-to social media arena. And I always encourage people to have a presence here, because we live in Whitefish in particular, is a very tourist-driven marketplace. And so those people coming from big markets are coming here. So having some sort of Twitter presence is going to continue to be another thing that you're going to want to put onto the horizon. 13.8% of the updates were sent via Facebook. So it's not even like a close match there. But what I found more important here, because this was another one of the big questions, wonderful Kelly has been on the Distinct Darling page, asking questions, trying to find out what people want to know so we could get and mold some of these Facebook Lives around that. And how often brands post per week was really interesting. Most brands are posting, the average is 7 times per week. So it pencils out to daily. And so a lot of you were really concerned with how often you should post. And that's a really, really important question. I get it. And the two things that I want you to take away from today is the following. So write this down. You must be consistent in your social media, and you must produce engaging content. So consistency and engaging content. You want to have thought-provoking or emotionally driven content so that it makes people engage with you. And you have to remain consistent. There's a social media planner. I say this all the time too. It is free. Go download it, print it out. You can plan your social media a week at a time. I recommend doing 2 weeks, and then you can schedule it, and then every week you can continue to add a week on, and that way you always have a 2-week buffer. Now, scheduling it. There's all these really expensive programs, and it starts to like nickel and dime away at the profits you're making, right? And I've played around with a lot of them, and a colleague of mine, Cody, she said she was getting much better engagement actually just utilizing the scheduling program in Facebook. It's totally free. It comes with Facebook business profiles, and you can go on and you can schedule your content on the backside. And so I decided, all right, well, let's give it a try. I'm definitely willing to try it out. And I did, and the engagement was substantially better. I don't know if you all know, but I also manage a Facebook page that has 5,500 followers. And so I use it a lot for A/B testing and seeing what works, because I have a much bigger general audience. And I found that the engagement was unbelievably better utilizing the Facebook scheduler. So this is free to you. You can sit down on the backside and schedule out your posts far in advance, and then you don't have to worry about it. Now, the other big question people had was what time of day to post. There's not a magic formula for this. You're not going to read in a book. But guess what? Facebook tells you for free when you should post. It's not some hidden gem, but most people don't know it's there. So what you want to do is you want to go onto Facebook, onto your business page. You're going to click the tab that says Insights, and then click the tab that's over on the left-hand side that says Posts. And there at the very top, it's going to come up very first and say when your fans are online. Right here, Facebook tells you what time of day and what days of the week, like it comes out, what day of the week and time that they're most on. You can have more than one peak, obviously. And these are the people who have already followed your page or already engaging with your content. So you want to choose those times, and that's when you want to post. So Facebook tells you when your followers are on Facebook, when they're online. So you need to listen to what they tell you and use your consistent posting to match those times. Now, I know it can seem daunting to post every day and come up with engaging content for all the time. And I don't use just my own content. I share blogs from other people. I share photos from other people. The only thing you have to be careful of is make sure you give the proper credit. Remember high school English? It's the same thing. Make sure you give the credit where it's due, and it'll be awesome. You can fill in your feed with outside information coupled with your own and really get a great following. I highly recommend putting together a Feedly account and going through. You can find great blogs and great articles from all over the net, and you can share them, and they're industry specific. So the next thing is Instagram. And so Instagram is, people have asked when they should post on Instagram as well. And so on Instagram, it's a little bit different. A lot of people don't know, but Facebook bought Instagram. And so that's why you're starting to see a trend of the algorithm is in place. And I know that word scares people, but the algorithm is always changing. So what I recommend is not worry so much about Facebook's changes all the time, but to remain consistent and engaging. Once again, consistent and engaging, and you will come out on top. I promise you that. So Instagram. A lot of people who have huge Instagram pages have written articles and blogs I've read in regards to that they've lost a lot of engagement because they converted their pages to business pages. I didn't have a big following to start. It was never on the top of my list until more recently in the last 4 or 5 months. And so I just did it. I switched over to a business page. I like it because I like numbers, and it gives you analytics when you are on a business page. So it's the same as Facebook as deciding when to post. If you have converted to a business page, you'll see by your name a little graph area. And on the graph area, you hit that, and you're going to get a bunch of info. And then you're going to scroll down till it says followers, and then scroll all the way down. It's going to say followers again. It's sort of repetitive. And then it has the breakdown of hours and days and when your followers are on. So people who are already engaging, once again, you see when they're on social media. So that's when you want to post. All this information is free. It's just sitting there. It's numbers, it's data. You just have to learn how to decipher it, right? So on the Facebook page last night, I put a little teaser up there. Which types of posts are getting the most engagement? And once again, it is video. And that was one of the big questions, like I said before, was, how to do the Facebook Live video. If you're scared or you have questions or concerns, shoot us an email, hello@starmarketingco.com. Set up a free consultation. We'll walk you through your first one, and we'll all tune in and be your cheerleaders. Don't worry. And then one big takeaway, sort of like a little bonus content for you to keep in mind, for all those people who aren't sure that they need Instagram. Like I say, I was in that boat not that long ago. And this is another Buffer blog that came out. This is actually just came out last week. BuzzSumo study of over 1 billion Facebook posts from 3 million brand pages found that images posted to Facebook via Instagram received more engagement. They received 23% higher engagement than those posted directly via Facebook. Now, I know there's all kinds of information about how cross-promoting posts, you see less engagement without direct, but that's not the case as it seems with Instagram. I kind of play around with both. I do some direct posting and I do some posting directly over from Instagram, and I do see really great engagement with those posts. I am very new. I only have a few months into really getting behind my Instagram page for my business. I really utilized it in the past for personal reasons. So that being said, I really hope that you all got some information out of this morning. Let me know if you have any questions. Get a hold of us. We're happy to help with anything. We'll do a repost of this later in case you missed any of it. And I hope you all have a wonderful Friday. Ooh, it's starting to get a little lighter out. Maybe the sun's going to come. Yay! I will talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye!